Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Marvel Legend, this time the 2025 New York Comic-Con exclusive, Super Skrull.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legend unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got somebody that's super. He's a super villain, but he's also a super Skrull in the Super Skrull New York Comic-Con 2025 exclusive. But for all your Super Skrull needs, Hasbro Pulse. But for everything else under the sun, jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there, but I got to give a special shout out to TheKylePetersonShow. Sent this my way, more like it, from New York Comic-Con. He was boots on the ground over there. He does live over that way, so I got to appreciate him for picking this up for me over there. This should be available on Hasbro Pulse eventually. I guess maybe still is. I think it went up for a while. Maybe it came down. You guys tell me. It could be up with like Pythona. It was limited edition for premium members. Regular members could get it in the future. That's probably the case of what it is. But I don't think you'll have a hard time finding this if you do need this. Just like we're not going to have a hard time finding out how we're going to do this review, we're going to do it like all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, see what the old Super Skrull is up to. We've had Super Skrulls in the past. We'll do comparisons later in this video. Very cool. I like the convention exclusive packaging here. We got this with Death's Head in 2024 San Diego Comic-Con. Now we're getting it again here with a little bit of a deluxe figure. Looks very cool. Brings you back to the old cards of, what, 1990 Marvel cards? 89, 90, I think it was. The set after that was the iconic set to me personally, but this still an iconic set, no doubt about it. Big window box there. Super Skrull, part of the super villains. Very villainous, these Super Skrulls, as we know. Looking good in the front of the package. On the side, a little glamour shot, artwork, comic. Same thing over here. And then on the back, we get to rate some of his powers, get a little bit of a blurb action. Let's see what it says about this Super Skrull back here. The Super Skrull is a sinister shapeshifter, and most shapeshifters... and most shapeshifters I've ran into in my days, and I've seen a few, Todd McFarlane, they're pretty much all sinister from what I've seen. They can mimic the abilities of the Fantastic Four, the strength of the Thing, the Invisible Woman's invisibility, the flame of the Human Torch, and Mr. Fantastic's elasticity. So he can master all of that kind of stuff. And he's got all kinds of powers on the old power meter, as we see. Real name, Vra Nam. Realer name, Nambra Real. Oh, wait. I'm reading the foreign languages there. I'm like, what? Realer name? Okay, sure. It does say he's 6'9", 625 pounds. Fantastic Four 1963. So 625 pounds, that's a big boy. That's a big boy if there ever was one. But we're going to get him out of the package. We're going to see what all the Super Skrull fuss is all about here. You get a little readout. See you later, Spider-Man style. Like the little cosmic background. Might be worth saving if that's your thing. Looking very good. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison. No twist ties here, Todd McFarlane. Just saying. Super Skrull looking a little bit more super with those Human Torch lower half. I'm here for that, and I like that we get multiple heads on this one as well. Get a little bit of that choose your own adventure. You know, you can play a little of that long game. You might want to get a second version of this. Maybe, maybe not. And there's the hands, and we're off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's dive into this Super Skrull. Now, we do get two regular arms here. If you don't want the long, gangly arms of Mr. Fantastic and the big bruiser arms of the Thing, you do get the traditional regular arms. Come with two fists of fury on this here, so you can make it more of a non-Super Skrull, just a Skrull if you want to, but we do get two extra arms there. Now we do get two extra hands, two gripping hands here. Now, no real reason to use the gripping hands as far as I see, as there's nothing to grip with here. There's no weapons, anything like that, but you do have that as an option if you want it. We also do get the flame effect piece. Believe we saw this with the Build-A-Figure once upon a time. And I'll never forget finding that Fantastic Four Build-A-Figure wave. I believe I was on the road at work in South Dakota, of all places. Beautiful this time of year, South Dakota. I want to say it was like was it Brookings, South Dakota, or Watertown, or something like that. It was some weird off the road interstate, whatever it was, Walmart, and I got lucky. They just put the case out, so I'll never forget that day. But you do get the translucent plastic here, red into the orange. Seen it before, we'll see it again. We know how that goes. But now we're going to dive into the head sculpts department here. Now, 3 head sculpts, making it different than the other versions, or use these with the other versions if you want to. We got some options here. Now, the first one, I really like this one out of the package, and that's usually how it goes. Really like the looks here. You got the big open mouth, you got the crazy teeth going there, the Skrull face with the Skrull cap going over the top, got those red fiery eyes, those pointy ears, watch out for those. Never trust a guy that's a shapeshifter. Never trust anybody with pointy ears. Let me tell you, I've learned that in my years of experience. But looking good in the head sculpt, I like that a lot. Second head, pretty stoic. Nothing going on. Got his mouth shut. Just looks like a Skrull. Just a normal old Skrull. Trying to make his way in life is what that looks like. Then the third and final head, ooh, he's got a smile. And you know there's trouble behind that smile, but he's got a smiling face there. You got those smiling eyes too. Big ears. 3 heads better than 1 on this Super Skrull. But now we're diving into the Super Skrull himself. He's extra super. 6'9", doesn't quite feel 6'9" to me, but is what it is. You got the head, of course, articulation up top there. The head is removable. I don't think I mentioned that. He's got those big shoulder pads up here, shoulder guards. Got that purple throughout the chest, black over the top of that, black down into the wrist and on the fist down here. And I guess we'll start with the right arm here, the Mr. Fantastic arm. Got that big oversized fist looking really good, but unfortunately, we got some looseness here. We got a little bit of looseness in that arm. Not a big fan of that, a little bit loose. Now, it is pinned joints, not pinless on this one, so it's not quite as tight. But I do like the overly comical hand right here, looking very crazy. Second arm here, you got the thing arm. Once again, you got the pins instead of pinless, and you got the big thin thing. It's clobbering time if there ever was one. Both fists of fury here, ready to get punched in the face. Now, no invisibility in this one here, and I guess, how do you show invisibility? That's the thing. Usually it's shown with clear, translucent, white plastics, usually how that does, but it looks like he's not using any of those powers as of right now. As of right now, maybe later he will. Now, the bottom half, all on Human Torch here. You got the flame, translucent plastic. You got some of those lines in there to depict the flames. We've seen flaming torch figures in the past from the Marvel Legends wave, and that's what we got going on right here. Now, his arms do go all the way around for us. A little bit limited by those shoulder guards. You got to move off to the side a little bit. Bicep cut, double jointed, pin elbows. Be careful, though. I think this will get looser and looser over time. Hands removable back forth, side to side. Head removable. We already talked about that. You do get the ab crunch plus lower waist, so you get dual articulation in there. Big old Human Torch-like splits. Maybe. Get the splits. Leg goes up for the big boot. Thigh cut. Double jointed. Oh my gosh. Pinless knees. Interesting. We got pinless on the bottom half, pinned on the top half. Very tight in the joint department, though, on the lower half. Loose up top, overly tight down low. Keeping you guessing, I guess. We do get the boot cut, ankles back forth, side to side, up and down. Our usual Marvel Legend articulation for the most part with this Super Skrull here. And he should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using discount code Kyle. Saving 10%, extremely tight, but he will fit, and he does fit right there. A Super Skrull, you got to have him in your collection. There's no doubt in my mind he's got to be had. However, you might have the old one, and you might say to yourself, I don't know if I really need this one. There is some differences, and I guess let's pull it out. Let's whip out that one right now. This one is nice because you got the oversized fist on it, but you got the clear arm, and I feel like that's what they should have done with this is make it elongated, make it look like Mr. Fantastic, but make it clear to give a little bit of Invisible Woman action to it. Not the case there. They did not go that direction. You got the thing arm on both sides looking good. And then you got the Human Torch legs on here, which I appreciate because we didn't get any of that on this side. The flame effect was the closest thing we got to Human Torch. So a little bit of changes between the two. They are definitely not the same figure. And I think he goes both ways. And I guess if you're a shapeshifter, you can have the thing arm on the left arm or the right arm. I know the card art shows something different, but doesn't really grind my gears too much because he can choose how he does it whenever he wants to, as we know. How about the head sculpt department here? We got any differences? This is that smiling one. Is it the same head? Yeah, it looks to be pretty much the same head, but you definitely get some differences in the head. The old head is a darker green, and you got the yellow eyes instead of the red eyes. So there is some similarities, there's no doubt, but there is differences in the colors and things. So he'll go in my Skrull. set. I got multiple Fantastic Four shelves, so I'll put one with my Skrulls, one with the Fantastic Four somewhere else. That's one thing about Marvel Legends. A lot of characters you can get multiples of with the different looks, and you can put them on different shelves, and that's what I'm going to do with him in the future. Now, I did get 2 of that Build-A-Figure waves over time, and I made just a regular Skrull. So you got a regular one, a Super Skrull, now a Super Skrull exclusive, and then the hits keep on coming. We got those 2 packs like 2 years ago. Got another Skrull in that pack. This is just some of my Skrull collection I'm pulling out. Let me tell you, flexing with this Skrull collection is what I got going on. And then I even got the Marvel Select Diamond Select RIP. I got a version right there where he's imitating one Black Bolt who just went up for pre-order recently. So us longtime Fantastic Four fans of the Toy Biz line back in the 90s like I was, we're getting some of these Inhumans we really wanted remade plus new ones. And we're getting some Build-A-Figures. We're getting all kinds of stuff. So the Fantastic Four are being well represented all these years later. And the first family of Marvel, as we know. But I have yet to see the movie, Tom and Farland. I still got to check that movie out. Maybe sometime sooner rather than later. We'll see where that goes. But there it is. Super Skrull, New York Comic Con exclusive for 2025. What's your thoughts on this? Worth the pickup? Long game? No game? Not so sure game? Gotta get it game? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support the channel. You can also check out YouTube channel memberships. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. Conveniently enough, the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available wherever podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for Super Skrull, I'm Super Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?